see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get.
Welcome back to another episode of Lone Star College Football. Got Logan in the building with us again. He's been out for a while, but he is feeling better than ever. We got a Texas versus Washington pregame show for the Alamo Bowl. Texas currently sits at a 3.5-point favorite, with the ESPN matchup predictor giving us a 75% chance of walking away with the dub. That's way too high in my opinion.
Wow.
But we're gonna get into some. We're gonna get into the over/under, just some matchups as far as offense and defense, skill positions, opt-outs for Texas, and we're just gonna talk about this game and see where it leads. Logan, what would you say, right up just off the top of your head? What do you think the biggest, let's say the biggest thing holding Texas back in this game? What's it gonna be?
Opt-outs.
Opt-outs.
I mean, Bijan, Roshan, DeMarvion.
Jalen Ford is playing.
He is? Okay. That was going to be my next question. So that helps out on the defensive side for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Deshaun Jameson's probably not playing.
Yeah, that's going to hurt too. I mean, we've seen how y'all's younger secondary people have played. Against Baylor at the start of the game, y'all had a true freshman in. Forgot his name. He got burnt for a touchdown. Yep. Goodness. Yeah, he got burnt for a touchdown. I mean, so Keelan's going to be starting off at running back, I'm assuming.
I think it's going to be Jonathan Brooks.
I mean, that's not a bad option, though, either at the same time. But are they going to bring what Bijan and Roshan can? No. So I don't want people expecting that. I mean, I'm sure y'all are going to have probably – well, no, y'all's offensive line is young, so probably won't have an opt-out there. I would say that I would be worried some about as far as leadership. I don't know how much leadership goes into an Alamo Bowl for whenever it's for a school like Texas. I haven't heard any big names on Washington opting out. Penix is coming back from what you just told me for his senior year. So I would question y'all's defense in this one, especially without having the vocal leader of DeMarvion. And if Deshaun Jameson isn't playing, that's going to be another worry too from them taking the top off. I mean, Penix has well over 4,000 yards. Only 7 picks for 500 attempts is pretty dang good. Looks like he's throwing at about a little bit over 60% with 29 touchdowns and 7 picks. Pretty good.
Penix is an electric quarterback. Honestly, their whole offense, they can sling that rock really, really well. From what I've been listening to on other platforms, it sounds like their defense is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too.
I think even with DeMarvion and Deshaun Jameson being out, I think I can see our defense being able to hold up. Jalen Ford playing well, Jahdae Barron, Sorrell, those guys, they're all playing well.
If Ryan Watts is there, that's going to help for sure, especially in the pass game.
Right. I mean, when you look at their defense, they gave up 28 to Michigan State. Michigan State ended up not being very good this year.
They lost to Arizona State.
They lost to Arizona State. They gave up 39 to Arizona. They gave up 40 to UCLA, but UCLA finished the season. Didn't they finish pretty good? Yeah, UCLA is number 18 right now. They're 9-3, so giving up that to 40 to them and losing is not terrible. 34 to Oregon.
21 to Cal.
21 to Cal is pretty bad. 33 to Washington State. I think their defense is going to give us a chance. Texas, we've been able to hold our opponents to 21 points or less in like 6 games this year. I'd have to look at them again, but I think it's like 6. There's no way we hold Washington to 21. Their offense is just too electric on through the air and on the ground. I mean, their running back.
Go ahead and say that last name.
Pronounce his name. I'll try. His first name is Wayne. We're gonna call him Wayne. He's from Hawaii. He's from Honolulu, Hawaii.
That makes 1,000%
sense. His last name does, but first name Wayne? Is that I don't know.
Nickname.
But 126 carries, 779 yards. That's 6.2 a carry. That's a solid running back.
Yeah.
So they're going to be able to play in every aspect of the game on offense. Our defense has some work. Our offense, man, this is all I'm hoping for. Okay, Xavier Worthy officially changes his number to number 1. I want to see him show up and be a number 1 receiver.
See, that's one
Not
thing I
that
was
he
going to say.
hasn't been.
That's one thing I
He
was going to
has
say
been.
is that this is a great opportunity for Quinn to rekindle that fire with Xavier Worthy, because if there is any talks of him leaving this game, if he goes out and play and like they can actually have a connection. I'm not saying he has to be the best receiver on the field, but if he
Yeah.
can actually get the ball to him and everything else, that could definitely help if there is any talks of him leaving, which I haven't heard
Doesn't it feel?
recently.
Doesn't it feel really like out there that he would leave? I mean, why change your number if you're gonna leave?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's leaving, but I will say some training camp stuff, or not training camp. Bowl practice. You get 15 practices if you make a bowl game.
Yeah.
They're saying, and it's them, the media, believe it or not, I don't know as if I do, that Quinn is improving his accuracy on the deep ball. We'll see. All I know from this game, the one thing that I want the most that I don't see happening is that Texas could take a 28-point lead so Malik Murphy could get in the game.
That'd be dope.
I don't see it happening, but that would be great. The over-under, like I said at the beginning, is currently sitting at 3.5. Texas, I wanna pick them. I do. Their offense is too good. Our offense is too inconsistent. I've got to say I'm going with Washington in this game. And even if it was just a straight up pick 'em, I'd probably pick Washington up into like maybe if it was Washington -6.5, then I'd probably pick Texas. But up into a touchdown, I'd probably keep taking Washington in this game. The over under 67.5. I'm taking. It's hard because like Texas's offense is averaging almost 36 points a game. Their offense is averaging almost 41 points a game.
Yeah, but that's with
That's
Bijan too.
70. Huh?
That's with Bijan too, though.
Yeah, but Bijan's good. Don't for a second get me wrong. But the one time we've got to see Jonathan Brooks play,
He's
man,
cold.
kind of balled.
He is.
He
He
kind of
is
balled
cold.
out.
I'm just saying
So
that Bijan is responsible for a
a
touchdown and
lot,
a half per game,
a
basically.
lot.
He's
Yeah,
got 18 touchdowns. So at this point,
he's got 20 if you count the ones to the air.
yeah, I mean that's just rushing. So I
Yeah,
mean he
you're right.
that's
You're
a
right.
lot of points coming from him. But I
You're right.
mean it's y'all's running back room still has crazy good athletes at the same time. So I know right before we started recording, I said that I would pick Washington in this one, but I'm starting to think this is in Texas. I mean,
It
I'm
is a
sure
home game for us, kinda.
exactly. I mean, San Antonio is like an hour and a half, 2 hours from Austin, if I
Hey,
guesstimated right now.
I will say one thing. Quinn has been inconsistent, especially on windy days. This is in an Alamo Dome.
Oh,
Ain't gonna be no wind in this dome. So
yeah. I mean,
if Texas's offense comes out and plays, if Texas's offense can click like we did against Kansas or Oklahoma, then yeah, I would say Texas should win. Or against UTSA and Louisiana Monroe or whoever we played week 1. Was that Monroe? Something like that.
yeah.
Uh, if it's, but if we come out like we did against TCU, we're gonna lose by 30. If we come out like we did against Baylor, where we spot y'all 9 points, we're gonna lose
Oh,
by a lot.
shit.
Like we're not. If we go down by
Washington's gonna
10,
win
we're not
though.
coming back on their offense. So
No, I mean,
it's be tough.
yeah, for sure. I think that I would make the pick for Texas, because history shows that if I pick against Christian, I usually win, more times than not. But I will also be taking the under. I don't 67.5. I mean, it could very well go over that. It could be a crazy shootout. But
Yeah,
at the same time, I think that y'all's offense will stutter at first. I mean,
probably.
because you're gonna have the new running backs in, and I mean, it's gonna be harder for you to be able to set up the pass from the run.
Yeah.
Now their offense is crazy. I haven't looked to see who their opt-outs are. I'm sure they have a couple, but I doubt it's these big name guys that they have all over their offense. And Penix is playing. We know that Quinn's playing, which is good. I mean, his completion percentage is dog water,
Garbage. Yeah.
but like you've said multiple times, dude should have been in high school last year. I mean, we see true freshmen come out there and do crazy things, but I mean, at the same time, I don't know. There's a lot of high expectations for him because he was a 1.0 5-star and he's getting paid however much by whoever, whatever. I get it. I've had those. You've had those. It's just I don't
Yeah.
know. This could be a really big game for Quinn. Really big game.
This feels, and one thing I actually enjoy, I wanted to play as high of a ranked team as we can.
Yep.
I want a game where if we win this game, hey, Texas just beat a 10-2 team. We can go to the offseason happy. If we lose, it's not like we lost to a team that's bad that we should
Yeah,
have lost. Like,
y'all lost to
it's
a
not like
10-2 team. Like,
right. It's not like we lost to Texas Tech again. So it's kind of a win-win. We win, great. We lose, yeah, ESPN picked us to win, but they always pick us to win. It doesn't matter who
yep.
unless it was Bama, we've been predicted to win every single game this year. So, and we almost beat Bama. So, I mean, it really is. If the reports are right and Quinn has gotten better through the air and him and Worthy can click, him and Whittington, him and Sanders, and then whoever that third receiver, I hope it's not Casey Kane. Ajay Hall is officially in the portal now. I hope it's Savion Red or Brendan Thompson. If those guys are making plays, I can see our offense being able to score enough and our defense get a couple stops to give us a chance to win it. I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but if it's Casey Kane, I'm not as confident in y'all's receiving core.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
like no hate to him, but he's dropped so many passes this season. It's like, all right, pass the sticks. Like it's
Yeah,
let Brennan Thompson come in and get a few catches and see what he can do with the ball in the open field. Like
for sure. Well, let's get into before we get into score predictions and a bold prediction on offense and defense. Y'all do us a favor if y'all made it. We're 12 and a half minutes in. We've earned a like and a subscription, if you ask me. And make sure you call Casey with the number below. He can help you out with your home, auto, life, health, and business commercial insurance. And that's not just for the state of Texas. That's for Georgia, Utah, New Mexico, Colorado, Oklahoma, and Tennessee as well. With that being said, score predictions. Man, this is a tough one. If I'm picking the under at 67, I would say I could see this being a game where Washington comes away with it. Maybe 34, 31, 34, 28, somewhere in there. I could probably see that. It's not a blowout. If it's 34-28, it's not a blowout, but it's a 6-point win. It's a pretty good win for them. Because I'm picking Washington. I'm not picking Texas to win this game.
See, I'm thinking like around the same numbers, really. I mean, I'm thinking y'all are up 35-28 at like a minute and a half left. They try to go score a touchdown. They don't get it. They, for some reason, just kick a field goal instead of just go for it on fourth down. And y'all end up winning 35-31. That'd put it right at 66. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think y'all's offense could come out and I don't know, man. I think this could be a shootout. I think.
Really?
It could also be a
40-something
score at the end of it.
It could be. It could be because their defense is pretty bad. The problem is I'm more confident in our defense than I am our offense. Which leads me to my bold prediction. This is bold, okay? I don't care who you say. This is bold. Quinn hits Xavier Worthy on the deep ball for a touchdown. And by deep ball, I mean 55 or more yards on a deep ball. And Xavier Worthy crosses the 100-yard mark in a game and 2 touchdowns. That's my offensive. So it's not just Xavier Worthy's going to have over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. One of those catches is going to be for 55 or more for a touchdown.
That's pretty bold.
Defensively, my defensive bold prediction has got to stick with our best player on defense, Jalen Ford. He has had a turnover in the last 6 games of the season. So I'm predicting him to get another one for his 7th game in a row. He has 4 interceptions and 2 forced fumbles. And so 6 turnovers and all in the last 6. I'm predicting him to get another interception. And another interception and 10 plus tackles. So 10 plus tackles and 1 turnover.
Dang. That's crazy stat.
And actually, you know what? I don't know if that's bold enough. I'm gonna say 13 tackles with DeMarvion Overshown out. I think maybe he gets a couple more tackles that Demo might have gotten. So 13 tackles and a turnover.
It's not bad. I mean, I don't have one picked off the top of my head. But I want it to be a rushing one, and I want it to be Jonathan Brooks.
Ooh.
I'm thinking he is 150. Yeah.
Just say running back in general, because you might be right. I mean, I think Brooks will start, but Bijan Robinson is technically the number 3 guy on the depth chart all year. So we'll just say whoever's our starting back.
I'm going 225
for the whole room combined.
Yeah. 2 touchdowns for the room. I don't know. I don't know if y'all are gonna try to hit Xavier Worthy 5 times on a go route.
We're hitting Worthy. He better get 5. He better if Worthy doesn't have 5 or 6 receptions, he might leave anyways.
He's not leave anyways. He's not gonna leave. Defensively, this guy's hard to get turnovers on.
If I had to have another defensive one, it's Baron Sorrell with 2.5 sacks because he's a stud. That'd be my other one.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking Deshaun Jameson.
I don't think he's playing.
No. Ryan Watts, not Deshaun Jameson. Stupid. Okay. Yeah, Ryan Watts is gonna get a pick. Ooh. I think he's gonna get a pick. And if he doesn't get a pick, he's gonna strap somebody up at least 3 times. Like, actually put on the stat book, passes deflected, whatever. He's strapping it.
How many times?
3.
Yeah, he's only got 3 on the season, so
he's getting them 3.
I like that. Double it up. Let's go. Double them stats.
Run it.
He's got 3 on the season with 1 interception.
I don't get that. Like, I don't get that stat because I see a whole lot on a whole lot of teams and a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think it only counts as a pass defended if they hit the ball away, maybe. Not just like you played good coverage and the guy didn't catch it. I think it's like the ball is coming in and they actually hit it out.
Yeah,
that's my guess. It seems like I've seen Ryan Watts force incompletions just being in coverage, like playing the receiver.
Putting his hand where the ball is going to be, not necessarily swatting it down, but just like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that stat. I need to. I want to look more into that, but I never think about it.
Yeah, because, I mean, when you look at passes defended, let's see if I can. Who's got the most? It's not going to tell me. 7. Josh Thompson with 7. Deshaun Jameson with 7. Yeah, and then Overshown with 5. Our defensive lineman comes in at number 4th on our team with 3. How's a Tavondre Sweat, a D lineman, have the same as Ryan Watts with 3 passes defended? Probably because he's putting his hand up. So yeah, it's got to be. They throw the ball, he sticks his hand in the air and gets it. So yeah. Well, anything else to add to this game? I mean,
Texas fans, if this game does not go out the way that y'all want it to, which is the way ESPN is saying it's going to, don't get your panties in a wad. I know that y'all are probably going to because, I mean, I'm the same way. I was the same way against Air Force. Like, I don't want to sound like an SEC team, but Alamo Bowl doesn't mean anything. But then again, at the same time, I'm just like, hey, look, this is just another game for you to go show yourself. So I think Quinn's gonna have a pretty good game, but
Mm.
if not, don't harp on the dude. He's had a rough enough season.
No, I mean, when you had what 3 weeks now to prepare. No, Quinn needs to come out and play better. If he's
I mean,
playing
yeah,
as
he
bad as he
definitely
was at the
needs
end of the
to.
season, I'll harp on him more. And I've been somebody I'll stand up and for him right now and say, hey, you skipped your whole senior year of high school. You didn't play a single meaningful snap at Ohio State, so you came into the season taking a whole year off. You're a year younger than everybody.
Yeah,
I'll give you a break, but now it's been a whole season. You've started 9 games. You're going on your 10th start where I'm gonna need some in-season progression. I know most progression comes through the offseason, but we're gonna need a little bit of in-season progression. So
yeah.
that's my final thought. Once again, if y'all made it to this far in the video, I know a bunch of y'all are about to click off. 96% of the people who watch our videos are not subscribed to the channel, even though our analytics are saying a lot of y'all are coming back and watching multiple videos. So if you're checking us
What's up
out
with that?
on the occasion, just do us a favor and hit the subscribe bar for us. It really helps us out
Look,
and goes a long
it
way, and we
costs nothing.
appreciate it.
And if you're
Cost
gonna keep
nothing.
if you're gonna come back and watch our videos, man, just at least hit the subscribe button. It makes it more convenient for you. All right.
And you're missing out on the opportunity to get free stuff. We just did a
Ooh.
giveaway when we reached 100. We're going to do another giveaway at 500. We're going to do a $50 giveaway at 500. And then when we reach 1,000, our goal is to be able to buy a couple of tickets and maybe send somebody to a football game. So really what we'd want to do is me and Logan go to the Texas Baylor game and maybe bring one or two of y'all along with us. I think that'd be fun. So that sounds interesting. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're dropping comments so we know that you're watching, and you'll be entered in to win those tickets.
This
With
might be
that
the
being
last
said,
Texas Baylor game we ever see.
that's true. Logan. We got to
It
make
kind
it
of
to that game.
sucks. Yeah, we gotta
We
go.
gotta
We gotta go.
we gotta make it to that game.
Yep, for sure.
With that being said, guys, appreciate y'all rocking with us. Call Casey Crutcher if you need help with some insurance, and hope y'all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. Hook 'em.
Take 'em.